Cuomo has chipped away at the lead. I would say that the most surprising part about this election that I have seen so far, and perhaps it's what ultimately ended up working as a result, Sliwa did not ultimately end up performing as well as I think people would have anticipated that he would have. A lot of polls showed him coming in at about 15%. And right now, he's sitting at less than 8%. So that percentage of the vote ultimately swung over to Cuomo. I think that that's fair to say.
Well, I don't know. Do you know anything about how they or when they count their mail-ins?
I believe
mail-ins will be higher for Cuomo.
Yeah, David Hunter, if you're here,
he's in there.
And this is the other thing about people. And this is the other thing about people with language. And you even said that
Logie Beats, you probably can't even define communism.
Well, that's the thing. It's like everybody's saying what they're saying about Zoron, and then at the same time, I'm thinking, yeah, you don't exactly know what a communist or a socialist is. It is what it is.
Yeah, Valeria, the other candidates support genocide. So yeah,
okay.
We're not going to go with that.
Okay, so my guess is that, so Zoran Mamdani is officially the winner. My guess is that they probably counted Staten Island first, and that's why the numbers appeared closer than they are. If, for example, the outstanding votes are coming in from Brooklyn or the Bronx, obviously the number is going to go up considerably for Zoran. So congratulations to somebody that, again, you don't agree on Graham Plattner, but I'm pretty sure we agree on Zoran Mamdani.
Well, except for the people that somehow think he's a communist. Ironically, he's not even a socialist. He's really not. He's not a democratic socialist. None of these people are socialists. None of them.
No.
Shama Suhan's a socialist. That's the only person that's really a socialist.
Yeah, and look, she's going to have an excellent chance to win that congressional seat. There's no question that she will. I mean, she was really popular in the city council. She defied all of it. And the one thing that I think that you can say is a direct similarity between Zoran and Shama, as much as anything, is that they both defied Citizens United. They defied the corporate financial infrastructure that came at them with everything they had. Everything they had. And it didn't work. Bill Ackman tried to move heaven and earth, no pun intended, to get Zoran out.
And that's what makes it so good for me, quite honestly. When you look at people like Bloomberg and Ackman and the people and Elon Musk and the people that were all like coming out to avoid Mamdani, that's a sign. That's a sign. And for anybody who thinks that you would just vote for the other candidates in Maine, yeah, then you're just voting for genocide.
Yeah.
You're just voting for genocide.
I saw a post earlier today that said, on the day that Dick Cheney dies, a Muslim socialist wins the mayoral race in New York City.
Good. But he's not a socialist, but that's okay.
But a social democrat, at least give him that much, I would say. And that
he's a social democrat, correct?
Yeah, I would say that is a very big deal. And kudos to him. He certainly earned it. He ran a hell of a race. He really did. I hope he comes through in a big way. I'm holding out hope.
Look, I just hope he fights for what he says. And Canadian Socialist, he very well might identify as a socialist, but nothing that he is putting forward is socialist. None of these policies that they're calling socialist are socialist. They're social programs, but they are not socialism. Okay. And people have to stop throwing around words that they really just don't know.
I would also say that by the standards of American politics, yeah, you could call Zoran a socialist because where the Overton window sits in the United States right now, I would say that is fair.
Well, that would be true if socialism was a spectrum, but it isn't a spectrum. It actually has a definition. And it means that the workers own the means of production, and nothing that he's talking about is socialist. So you can call him whatever you want to call him, and he might be a socialist on the inside. I don't know, what he thinks, but none of those things are socialism. I
No,
don't know how to be more clear. You
again, I
can't
don't
call it that. It's not.
yeah. I mean, I'm not disagreeing with you. All I'm saying is you're faced with a situation where he has the opportunity. How he handles this is going to be key because he does have the opportunity to make a major shift.
Yeah.
He
So
does.
Alex Scott Mittens, free everything. No, Alex, it's not free. Those people paid for it. See, now when you're talking about the city of New York, it's tax dollars. And those people should get to choose what that money is used on. So no, it's not free. They're paying for it. Just like our services, even though we don't pay for it federally with tax dollars, it's our collective resources. That's ours. So it's not free stuff. It's our stuff that's our resources. It's what we are entitled to as being members of this society, and especially in a city where it is taxpayers.
Now, I'm noticing in the chat people saying that this race was closer than expected. Well, the fact of the matter is, when it's all said and done, it wouldn't surprise me in the least if Cuomo outspent Mamdani 7-1, 10-1, at least.
And then also you have to look at the other people. Forget Cuomo's campaign. Cuomo's campaign, let's say it did outspend him 8-1. You still now have to take into account all the PACs and all the other people's money that was working basically on behalf of Cuomo. And I bet you that number goes up to 20-1.
So the fact that Mamdani won, period, is a victory within itself.
Correct.
They are going to now come after him with everything they've got. They are going to try to stonewall him. They are going to get, no surprise, Hochul is going to be under their thumb. She already is.
Hochul.
Hackle.
Well, no, it's like I think of yokel, local, Hochul.
Yeah.
That's how I
remember. At the end of the day, he suggested a 2% tax increase on the richest. I don't know if it was 1%. I think it's like top 3%.
Good.
And Hochul immediately came out and said, we're not doing that. So what that already is showing you, when you consider how rich these people are, how disgustingly rich they are, and even the slightest increase in the top tax rate cannot be done, because let's be honest, a lot of these people don't pay taxes. Do you know what the effective tax rate that Elon Musk pays, ladies and gentlemen? Does anybody know that?
It's nothing.
Just over 3%. That's what he pays. How much do you pay? If anybody in here even makes a sliver of money, what do you pay? 35% in taxes? 30?
It's like a third. It's like a third. I mean, yeah.
How do you like being bitch slapped like that with the tax code? That's not cool. So when we say that tax the rich, we mean tax the rich fairly, because the rich are not taxed basically at all. And you've got people that are very wealthy in California that are paying a hell of a lot less in taxes based on their income than you are.
Oh, I guarantee you that people like Zuckerfuck and whoever else is living up there in Silicon Valley, wherever the hell all those people are, they're not paying those kinds of taxes.
Hell no. You are paying it, not because you're a sucker. People think that you're a sucker if you pay this. No. The system is designed to crush middle class and working class people. Even upper middle class people are suffering as a result. But it only pays to be poor or rich. If you're not one or the other, you're getting fucked in this country. Now, obviously, no one wants to be poor. But at the end of the day, our system is designed based on this austerity myth that there is only so much to go around. And if that is true, let's just assume for a minute that it's true, that it's a pie. You think it's acceptable that the top 1% controls over half this country's wealth? You think
they earned it. They worked really hard for that.
We have a problem.
Oh, we've got a problem. But I also think we should cap money. So, I know. Honestly, I do not understand why anybody should have $1 billion. I think it needs to be, the truth is it's all monopoly money anyway. It's all monopoly money. It's all pretend. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't stand for anything. And so it should be like a game that you get to a certain number and that's it. It ends. It ends. You've reached the top. You're good. You can live. Your future generations of your family will live just fine. Probably never have to work a day in their lives. You're good. And I don't care. And I don't care. And if that ruins people's motivation and or incentive to work, all right. All right. Well, you've worked up to that point. So you don't want to work any more than, let's say, your $100 million that you have. You don't want to work any harder than that. So go lay in a hammock.
I do want to provide an even better source of news. If you think Zoron winning is good, I think this is even better. Breaking news. Israelis say they will never visit New York City if Zohran Mamdani wins and becomes mayor.
Oh my God, don't threaten us with a good time. Now I never thought I would have any sort of impetus to want to move to New York because I'm just not a city person, but wow, that's enticing. You're telling me the Israelis are going to stay away from New York? Shit.
Oh,
because you know where they're going. You know where they're going.
Oh, they're coming to you.
I'm not where I'm at. That's why I'm in hiding right now. I am incognito, not in Florida. I am in hiding because I cannot be near these people.
Well, I would also say that for any of the threatening individuals in New York that are trying to either get out of there or they're not going to come, whatever, I know this.
Good.
They're going to go to Miami. They're going to realize that this is where you go when you're ready to die. And they're never ready to die. So they're going to have to figure out another place. Maybe they could all just honestly, just let them all buy one big private island and just go live there. But what are you going to do when you don't have peasants and servants that'll just do whatever you want for no money?
I know. This is the ongoing problem I have, is I really can't think of any place for these people to go where they don't ruin it for somebody else. It's really a problem. They really can't go anywhere. They're just not compatible with humanity. I'm serious. Like, I don't know where they're going to go. You know, part of me thinks send them all to that oblast or whatever it is in Russia, but that's not fair. Those people have been living there in their own little world without that kind of bullshit for years. Why do they need that? You know, I mean, that's the thing. Nobody deserves them. To hell. You're right. That's where they need to. Maybe Epstein's Island. That's a good one too. I think. I don't think it's big enough, but it's definitely, now we're thinking.
Yeah, now we're really getting something.
Now we're making some real brainstorming progress, people. But I mean, seriously, like, there's nowhere for them to go. Cyprus, the poor people in Cyprus, man. I don't know. I guess Argentina would be my best pick, only because it's very spacious and maybe there can be an area where they're not in other people's business. But I don't know. I just know I can't live near them. That's what I know.
Well, I can't either. And that's why I am thrilled that this is happening. May it be a lesson learned, because again, I would say the worst part about him winning tonight is the fact that so many other Democrats won, and they're going to do you know what the media is going to do. They're going to sweep this under the rug. They're going to talk about, oh, look at the governor's races in New Jersey. And
they can't.
They will try.
They can't control that. This is the biggest news story about it.
Well, it is the biggest news story. It's a great story, because it's something that I think, again, sometimes people just need a little bit of hope, as we showed yesterday. You know, people don't trust this system anymore, and they shouldn't. That's why we've said that Trump would facilitate the revolution, and in many ways he has. But Zoran will too, because Zoran is going to have a lot of pressure on him to get something done and get it done quickly. And if he doesn't, there's going to be hell to pay. I just hope he knows where to direct the anger.
I don't know. My main concern about him is that he is willing to work with the Zios, and that's a problem.
Yeah. And this is definitely, this is the ultimate blow to the Zio state.
I love it.
They couldn't beat him.
And that's the best thing about this, is no matter how much money they spent and how many oligarchs threw their money in this, that they still couldn't win. And complete, like, just not knowing what to do with themselves is such a rare pleasure. Like, it's one of those things that's like this warm fuzzy. And the fact that it happens on the same day that Dick Cheney dies, it's like, I don't know that I could have felt this like good at one time again, right? Like it's very warm. And regardless of what he does, because you know that people like Bill Ackman and Michael Bloomberg are freaking out. So even if he doesn't do it, just that is so satisfying to me in and of itself.
Shout out to Anita. Love to be a fly on the wall on Michael Rappaport's head right now. Yeah, I hope he's stewing hard. He probably is. Zohran Mamdani trying to act like this cool New Yorker, but he's a total fucking loser.
Yeah, who's the loser?
And Andrew Cuomo says he's moving to South Florida as well.
Did he really?
Yes, he did. He's going to put really high white socks and flip flops and go to Del Boca Vista and hang out with all of
look, they're all going to end up moving down to South Florida, and honestly, fine. I'm telling you, let them have it. It's going to be underwater. Literally, let them have it.
It's, as I said, this continues to move the ball in the direction that it needs to go in, because he's young, he's handsome, he's an excellent orator, he has great leadership skills, he's ready for this moment, it would appear, and now the real fight begins.
Yeah.
Now we'll see. Now we'll see what he's made of, because now they're going to say that he doesn't have a mandate. Obviously, it depends on what the final vote count is going to look like.
It doesn't matter what the vote count is. We all know what his mandate is, and we know that the reason that he got there is because he spoke up about Palestine.
Yes,
more so than anything. So we know what his mandate is. We know.
Yeah, no, his mandate's real, and it will be. It'll be interesting. Hey, Hillary Clinton, how did it work out endorsing Andrew Cuomo, by the way?
Like, her endorsement means anything? Oh, God, give her the hook. Oh, my God, that woman needs the hook.
Trump endorsed. There was like a great list. Trump endorsed her. Elon and him.
Yep.
Elon endorsed him.
Yep.
They all tried every which way. And I still maintain that the biggest reason he won isn't because he was a working class hero candidate, although I do believe he is. He won because of the Streisand effect. He stood up on that debate stage.
Absolutely.
And they were all expecting him to kowtow to Israel. And he said, no, I'm America first. I'm here to serve the people of the city of New York. If anybody who's Jewish wants to see me, I'll go to their synagogue here in the United States. I don't need to go across the ocean to do that.
He's not there to represent Jews across the diaspora and Israel. He's there to represent the Jews of his city. It's that simple.
And they never shut up about it. They kept digging and digging, and they made his name ID go through the roof.
I know.
Like, thank you. Keep going. This can only help him. And it did. Everyone. Yep. Then you had Tucker Carlson with Marjorie Taylor Greene saying he was the only one on stage who said and who gave an America First message. He's like, I'm here to represent the people of New York City, not Israel. Like when you get to that level where a mayor's race, you get Tucker Carlson talking about you, devoting a portion of a big podcast in which millions of people are going to hear it. Yeah, there are a lot of people that normally would never have voted for Zoron, and they went there today and they cast a ballot for him.
And again, the majority of the Jewish voters in New York support Mamdani in every age bracket. So I just think it's just the facts are the facts.
And can I just say, I never want to talk about Stephen A. Smith because he's such a fucking hack. Honest to God, this son of a bitch who really thinks his shit don't stink is trying to work his way into the political arena. Who in the floppity flock is going to support this guy is what I want to know.
Metalopoly, he's not a communist, but welcome back. I've missed
Metal showed up tonight?
Metal's here. He's saying, so yeah, wow. So you guys like the commie, not surprised, honestly.
Hey, you know what? Here's my attitude. Call him whatever the fuck you want. Call him Mr. Mayor while you're at it because he won. That's how you got to treat this shit. Like, call him whatever you want. Who cares? He's the mayor. What are you going to do about it?
Canadian Socialist says the majority of Jewish voters did go for Cuomo. Just it wasn't the younger group. Well, in the polls beforehand, they were all. I mean,
well,
they were supporting him.
Well, this was without question a generational change, much like we call it, as we called our show, and a revolutionary change. That is what happened here. I guarantee you the splits are probably very, if I remember correctly, the swing in New York between the Democratic voter who is Jewish, who is under the age of 45, was going for Mamdani by like a plus 20. And anyone who was over the age of 45 was going for Mamdani at like a plus 33. So, yeah.
The majority of Jewish people, there is definitely a Jewish consensus that supports Mamdani in the city.